Hi, I'm Praveen and I'm a senior software engineer at Jovia Technologies. This video is about the proposal that I've submitted for ReactFoo called a reintroduction to webpack. But before I go there, let's talk about how this whole bundling stuff came into the picture, the front-end world altogether. So it all started with this 6 connections per origin problem and the bottlenecks of HTTP 1.1. So instead of serving a bunch of JS files separately, you would want to cram them all into a single file by concatenating them in different ways. The problem with concatenation was obviously that you had to put path for all those different files in a very specific order, and we know that has been a problem for maintenance. So when Node.js became popular and people could do just about npm install anything, there was this dire need to be able to use Node.js packages in browser environments, because in a Node environment you could just require things that you wouldn't be able to do in browsers. Now Browserify came to solve that problem. npm was growing, there was a lot of Node.js ecosystem packages that could be used in browserland. So Browserify had to make sure that CommonJS works in browsers by generating a dependency tree of things and then bundling them into a single file. But none of the standard libs for Node.js were written to work in browsers. So eventually, Browserify had to put in a huge amount of effort in rewriting almost all of the Node.js standard libraries to make them browser compatible. Now, all the future bundlers that came after Browserify would actually take benefits of all the hard work that Browserify put into doing that. So Browserify continued their work as a work focused on making Node work on browsers. And in 2015, Webpack came into the picture with the idea of this static assets generation. Now, Webpack's core idea was to generate a dependency graph for all the assets in a project, including images, CSS, HTML, not just JavaScript. And it would then generate static assets from them. This idea kind of got attention from the React team, and they kind of made it really, really popular. So the idea why Webpack was doing that dependency graph thing is to do reusability, the hot module replacement, and the code splitting of just about any kind of asset. Now, with all those things, Webpack has literally become the de facto bundler in any of the project that you see right now. Now, Webpack has had like huge backlash on how hard it is to understand and how hard it is to get it to work. And until very recently, even I wouldn't work on a task that would have something to do with Webpack configuration heavily. But then it kind of grew as a guilt inside me, and then forced me to understand how it works from ground up. I went back and looked for all different kind of articles and the Webpack Academy, and then it kind of all makes sense now. So what I'm going to do is take you through this absolute core concepts of Webpack that you majorly see in any configuration file, and namely the entry, output, rules and loaders, and the plugin system that it has with a live demo. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and vote for that proposal in the ReactFoo Talk funnel, and we'll probably see you then. Thanks.